Hello students, today our topic is center of gravity. Before we discuss center of gravity, let us remind you that in class 9th we have already discussed gravitational force between the two parts. Like if m1 and m2 are the two masses separated by distance r, then there is always an attractive force acting between the two masses, which is given by the Newton's law of gravitation. Similarly, in class 9th, we discussed that every mass is attracted towards the center of the earth, and it is attracted by a force W, which is the weight of that mass or that particle, that is mg. And we always considered that weight acting vertically downward. So actually every object is made up of large number of such particles which have some weight, like W1, W2, W3, and the weight of all these particles, they act vertically downwards towards the center of the earth. So we may assume that force of gravity W acting on all these particles is parallel to each other and acting downwards. Now all these forces which are parallel and in the same direction, they can be replaced by a single force W of magnitude equal to the sum of these weights, sum of all these forces. Now the question arises, where should this single force act? Now it is considered that this W, it is acting at a point G, where we assume that whole weight of the body is acting. Now actually this point G is such a point which is called center of gravity, and is such a point about which the moment of all these forces become zero. That is, the algebraic sum of all the moments on the left side of this G point and the right side of this G point, all these moments, they balance each other, and such a point is called center of gravity of that body. So this is how we define center of gravity. The center of gravity of a body is the point about which the algebraic sum of moments of weights of all the particles constituting the body is zero. The entire weight of the body can be considered to act at this point, howsoever the body is placed. Now there are certain properties of this point. Number one, the position of the center of gravity of a body of given mass, it depends upon the shape of the body, that is how the mass is distributed in the whole body. For example, in case of a wire, we know that if we know the length of the wire, then its center of gravity will be in the middle, because all the weight acting on the left side, its movement will be balanced by the weight on the right side, that is the moment of weight half of the right side of the body, that is the rod or the wire. So in a wire which is geometrically symmetrical, the center of gravity is its center. But if I bend the same wire in the form of a circle, then center of gravity of that circle will be the center of that circle. Right? So position of the center of gravity depends upon the mass distribution. Similarly, it is not necessary, second point is, it is not necessary that center of gravity always lie within the material of the body. Again, the example is the example of this circular ring, because in this ring the center of gravity is a point where actually no mass of the ring is associated or linked or lying, right? Third point is the concept of center of gravity of a body of weight W. It can be considered as a point particle of weight W at its center of gravity. Means you can consider that the whole weight of the body lies on the center of gravity, and the body is actually a point particle having W weight on that point. Then there is a chart showing all the symmetrical uniform objects, and the position of the center of gravity is mentioned here. This we need to learn, understand, and any one's center of gravity can be asked. Then the figures are also being shown where the symmetrical diagrams of the objects like rectangle, parallelogram, square, the center of gravity has been shown here. When it is asked where is the center of gravity of the square, you should not draw only the diagram. Then you will not get marks. You have to mention that center of gravity of a square lies on the point of intersection of its diagonals, like it is mentioned here in this table also, right? So whenever there is a square sheet or square object, then its center of gravity is the point of intersection of the diagonals. So like it has been mentioned here, so you have to mention. So next is center of gravity and the balance point. Now we will see that every solid body can be balanced at a point which is actually its center of gravity. For example, uniform meter rule, we have done so many numericals related to this, that actually the weight of the rule is acting at its 50 centimeter mark. So it can be balanced at the 50 centimeter mark. And you can also balance your scales of your pencil box at the 50 mark, at the midpoint, right? If it is a 10 centimeter scale, then at 5 centimeter mark it will balance. 12 centimeter scale will balance at 6 centimeter mark. You can balance it on your fingertips. Similarly, any square sheet or lamina can be balanced. It's a sheet, it's a three-dimensional actually representation. On a pinpoint or a nail, you can balance a sheet. You can balance a cardboard on a point, right? That point where it is balanced, it is its center of gravity. Now there is a small experiment where they have actually tried to make you understand how you can locate center of gravity of any irregular shape. This experiment I'll explain you, and I want you people to do this with a irregular shaped cardboard. You can easily do this. How to do? Let's discuss. Let us say this is our plain lamina, in which you mark 3 points at 3 edges of a triangle. से कहीं पे भी आप इसके surface पे 3 marks लगा लेंगे, A, B and C, and you will make 3 holes on these points, and try to hang that with the help of a thread from one of the point. And here, as they have shown, they have also mentioned that along with the thread you also hang a plumb line. Now what is a plumb line? It is a thread having a heavy object, pointed object along with it. So that plumb line will help you to trace this line, right? Then you mark this line on your sheet, plain sheet of cardboard. Again, the second step is, now you hang that cardboard from the point B like this with the help of a thread again. Now the plumb line will show this line. Then the same cardboard will be hanged from the C point like this with the help of a thread and a plumb line. You will find that these 3 lines which you draw on the sheet, they will intersect at a point, and this point will be the center of gravity of that irregular shaped lamina. I hope you got it, and I want you people to do this, perform this activity at your homes, and if possible, show me your results and send it to me. Thank you so much.